Hey, Basketball Mania has captivated this city, and here's 4 young girls from Revere High School that have taken upon themselves to make their own little cheering squad tonight for Revere against Lincoln-Sudbury. I'm going to ask them their names. I know all 4 of them are on my track team and play other sports. This is spirit at its best.
Maggie DePlazzi.
Maggie DePlazzi.
Leanne Rizzo.
Danielle Smith. Noelle Galley.
These guys went out of their way today, and very well done. You should start your own company. What do you think? You got friends on the team?
Yeah, Caitlin and Gina and Amy.
Caitlin, Gina, and Amy. But you know something? These girls have really captivated our hearts the last couple of weeks. And we're hoping that they go all the way. We're hoping that they can get by tonight. Okay, let's hear you say, "Go Patriots!"
Go Patriots!
Good job, girls. Thank you very much. Okay, the excitement has hit all ages here in Revere. We just had some high school girls, and now we got some young basketball players from the morning league. A couple of girls here played this morning, and we have a set of twins. We have Vanessa Popolo and her sister Victoria Popolo. We have Marina Robertson. We have Olivia McManus, and we have Emily DiGiulio. They've been at every game. They wear their Revere gear, and they're primed to root on their team tonight, because these girls are the distant future of Revere basketball. What do you think, Em? What do you think of tonight? What's your handicap on tonight?
I don't know. I just want them to win.
Yeah, I guess you want them to win. What does Lincoln-Sudbury look like? Do they intimidate you?
No.
Huh?
No.
No, they don't intimidate you? I know nothing intimidates you. So that would be a stupid question. What about you? By the way, her nickname is the Scarecrow on my team. She plays on my team. She's all over the place, and we love her. And by the way, she won the championship today, and so did Emily and Victoria. What do you think? What do you think for tonight? It's going to be exciting as the other night, or you think we're going to blow them out?
I think Revere's going to blow them out.
Blow them out. She's looking for a blowout. Girls, go and cheer as loud as you can. Give me 5, everybody, 5. 1, 2, 3, go Patriots. 1, 2, 3.
Go Patriots!
Hey, we're at the refreshment stand here for the Revere girls game, run by the Parents Club of the girls. These are the members that work really hard, and they have home baked goods. They have all kinds of drinks. They have shirts, and all the money goes to the basketball program for their different kinds of activities that they have, and the banquet at the end of the year. You know, if you're coming down tonight, come on down and spend some money. These girls, all Revere High School graduates, have a little song that they want to sing to show their pride. Okay, girls?
Ready?
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
R-E-V-E-R-E-R-H-S. Go Revere High. We got the team. We got the steam. We got the will to do or die. Rah, rah, rah. Tear down those fields again. Watch those girls go by. We're gonna fight, 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 fight for Revere High.
Just like it was yesterday. Just like it was yesterday. Girls, sell all that you can, because the girls benefit from it. Have a great game. Okay, we're here with scorekeeper Phil Goldage. Been here for 1 million years. And 2 million years, and he hasn't seen anything like this, Phil, have you?
Never, never. The crowd we had here the other night was the largest crowd I've seen at the field house in all the years I've been following basketball here. Amazing.
And you know something? I think we became the 6th man on the court for them and spurred them on when they were feeling low. I mean, a crowd can do that for you. I mean, we had 6 stands filled with our fans and 1 stand filled with the Lynn fans, and they came from 2 miles away. What do you see for tonight, Phil?
Well, let me tell you something, Mike. Mike, I meant to say Peter. The basketball gods were looking down upon us against Lynn English. Sometimes, even with all the talent you have to have luck, and we had the luck that night. We missed 25 free throws. The last shot that the girl took with almost no time left looked like it was going to go through as a three-pointer and win the ball game, but it did not happen. I think it was a wake-up call for this team, and I think Diana DeCristoforo worked them the other night. They practiced their free throws. They worked on a few things. I have a very good feeling. This team is very resilient. I've seen them beat Danvers. I've seen them beat Lynn English. I've seen them win games you never thought they'd win, and I think they're going to pull through tonight.
Yeah, you know, talent doesn't always work. Sometimes you need that little bit of luck as the extra spice in the recipe, huh? What do you think, Phil?
I think 3 years ago we would have lost that game, Peter.
I think you're 100% correct.
But as I said, this is a very resilient team. They're well coached. They've got a lot of heart, and the seniors got to take action tonight. And I think if they do, we're going to win this ball game.
Phil Goldis, let's get one more, right?
Absolutely, one more. Take
at least.
time.
Yeah. Take care, man. Hello, Revere. And if you don't know what's going on at Roland Merullo Field House tonight, then you must be living under a rock for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Right, Mike?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
I mean, we're here for the 22nd game of the Revere High School Lady Patriots season, and they haven't lost a game yet. Second game of the MIAA tournament. We're on the campus of Revere High School, and we're expecting this overflow crowd for a game that, if it's as heart-stopping as the other night, we might have to have the medics at the door.
Well, we got Lincoln-Sudbury in the house tonight.
14-6.
Yep.
We're playing the dual county league. It is a formidable league. You know, their names are the Warriors, and the book on them is that they're big, they're well coached, and they're fundamentally sound. And that's what you need. I mean, you don't have to answer any more.
That sounds like our Lady Patriots too, doesn't it?
Well, it does, but there's one difference. I didn't hear anything about speed from the LS Warriors, you know, and you and I, not being huge guys, we know.
Made our living on speed, right?
We made our living running by big guys. So, you know, maybe that's a good omen for us. And plus, the other night we got everything out of our system that we needed to get in that 2-point win over Lynn English, and the girls
got
are
a
ready
close,
to go.
gut-wrenching, gut-checking game.
Yep.
You know, and I think I'm sure Coach DeCristoforo has addressed some of those butterfly situations, you know, the missed free throws or whatever. But
you don't chastise the kids; you teach them.
Right.
You know, and that's what she does. She had them out until practice till late last night. They were out to lunch today. They did everything today as a team. And tonight we come together as the team to beat in Massachusetts. And until somebody does it, we're number 1.
Agreed.
Okay. Okay. Before we leave and come back for the beginning of the game, there's one group of people that I have to mention that I forgot to mention the last time.
Yes.
Our custodial crew here at the high school is 90% responsible for putting this place in MIAA shape, so that we can fit this many people in here, so that we can have this as a venue for their Patriots.
They work tirelessly getting this place ready.
Steve Spinelli, Linda Pasco, and Mike Parent, who happens to have a daughter on the team.
Yep.
Mike, they're introducing the players. Let's go.
All right, Peter, here we go.
Quarterfinal tournament game between the Lincoln-Sudbury Lady Warriors and your Revere High School Lady Patriots.
Michael, Lincoln-Sudbury has 2 6-foot girls on their team, and people in Revere see a 6-footer. They think they're the Jolly Green Giant.
Right.
You know,
Well, we don't grow them too big here.
no,
Peter.
we don't. But you know something? Height, you can't teach height, but you know something? You can sure play against it.
Right.
And I'm sure Morgan and Ashley DeFreya can box out just as well as those girls can box out. And I put Morgan's strength up against anybody.
Peter, boxing out is a key to this game. It's a key to anything, especially if you're a little bit undersized. Good technique will get you by.
Oh, absolutely. And I just think that they have to play with more poise and do simple things like catch the ball before you do anything with it. You know, take better shots. You know?
And sacrifices of men and women.
You know, they only had 12 turnovers last game, which was about their average, right? I think they said we averaged 12 and a half a game. But it was still only 1 in the 4th quarter. I thought they took care of the basketball. Maybe a couple of shots that might have went up a little bit too quickly with the lead, but you know what? Gina's feeling it, she's feeling it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you go with the flow.
Your starting lineups for tonight's game. First, For the visiting Lincoln-Sudbury Lady Warriors.
Lincoln-Sudbury.
Number 4.
Their principal is Mr. Scott Carpenter. Their athletic director is Miss Nancy O'Neill. And their coach is Liza Feldman.
Number 21.
They come in here with that motivation, Mike, to beat an unbeaten team, to beat the #1 team. That's the extra motivation that these teams coming in here have. You know, it's a feather in anybody's cap. And that's what Revere has to know, that everybody's coming in there to put them down.
When you're on top, Peter, that's, I mean, you're the target, that's fine.
That's,
You know, but
it's a byproduct.
would you rather be on the other side?
No, that's all right. We were there too many years.
Right.
And now,
I like the space we're in right
your
now.
Revere High School Lady Patriots.
Our Lady Patriots getting
Mike,
in.
this is the house of noise tonight. There's little
And there's
Gina
big Gina.
Restiano, #3 on her uniform, #1 in your heart. Has to be, you know? There's a girl that was underneath the basket the other night, Mike. I thought they were going to have to get the ambulance in here. She came back in the second half, unaffected. Caitlin Caramello, like the candy bar, so her father says. A sweetheart. Until she gets the ball in her hands. And there's that girl, Ashley DeFrey, that's been playing her head off.
Wow.
Hey, miss everything. Morgan Jenkins, MVP of the league. 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds. Revere's coaches, Diana DeCristoforo, Ben Murphy, Stephanie DeCristoforo, and Amy Chamberlain. The principal is Mr. Lorenzo Garcia, and the athletic director is Sean Hart. Our national anthem.
We stand while we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Okay, Mike.
Here we go, baby.
Mike, you're looking spiffy tonight. You got more golf shirts than Phil Mickelson.
I've got a few, Peter. I have got a few.
You're watching Revere TV, your Revere source for entertainment, education, politics, whatever else you're looking for. Channels 8, 9, and 10 on your dial, on your cable box. Come get involved. Okay, Mike. I couldn't think of a better way to spend a Saturday night.
Me neither, Peter. Me neither.
Plus we get in here for nothing.
I love it.
Okay. Two patriotically dressed teams.
Yeah. Looks like our road unis. Here we go. Oh.
Your referees are Karen Wisniewski, John Jaworski, nothing to Ron, he says, and Ashley Britton. Lincoln-Sudbury wins the tap.
Yep.
I mean, it's like looking at us in our away uniforms. She throws a fake. She lays it up. No good. Ashley DeFrea tries to get some. There's their Gina for three, I bet. Comes Gina Restiano.
Peter, Revere came out in the man tonight, unlike the 1-3-1 that we've seen them play.
Well, you know, they probably had 2 or 3 scouts watching us the other night, and that's smart of Diane to come out with something different.
Yep.
You know, just to throw them off a little bit. 7 on the shot clock. She lays it in.
There goes Morgan. Slicing her way to the basket for an and one.
She just takes the ball so hard to the hoop, Mike.
Do not give her any daylight, Peter.
Bingo. It's going to be Revere ball. Oh! They called it for being out of bounds, Mike, but that's all right.
The ball was on the, might have been on the baseline.
Yeah, could have been.
I don't know. Are you allowed? Is another player allowed to jump on you like that, though?
I don't think so.
Oh.
We're not. Oh, they get the ball. So
Oh, you know what? The opposing player was out of bounds there.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, get another possession. I think when you play girls that are so big, you have to make a minor adjustment when you go into the basket. You know, because they got long arms and they're always going to be out there. Okay, it's all right.
Okay. No. Peter, unfortunately, I think that might be a turnover.
Yeah, it is, but no, they get the ball back, Mike.
Yeah, well, with the new 30 seconds, so it's...
Wow, you're strict.
Wow. Well, we're going to discuss this.
No, they're going to 30 seconds. They're going to take time
Well,
off the 30 seconds.
well, she's saying that she tipped it out of bounds, that the clock should have been reset, which isn't a turnover. But she called possession, Peter, just to clarify this for our fans that are listening, what's going on right now.
Regardless of what happened, Revere has the ball, and that's
Correct.
the important thing.
Yep.
And they're going to have them take time off the 30-second clock? No.
Okay, we're going to put...
Now they're going over to Dave Colella, and he's going to take some time off the 30-second clock.
Which is no turnover, Peter.
Thanks, Mike.
Well,
you got that pencil sharpened, and you're ready to give a turnover. Okay, it's down to 19 seconds. That seems fair.
Yep.
Okay, you got to get into Morgan right here. Easiest pass now. Good. Gina out top. She gets 17, 16 seconds. There goes Morgan driving to the hoop. She lays it up. Front rims it.
Yep.
Rebound by Lincoln-Sudbury. They moved up the floor pretty well. Take the ball to the hoop.
Nice block by Morgan.
Morgan blocks the shot. Take that for height. She's 5 inches shorter than the girl Gardner. 3, no good. Over to G. G over to Ashley DeFreya. Almost took that.
Yeah, I'd like to see her pull that shot up.
Almost took that other step. Gina for 2. Number 25, Lindsey Jones, a 5'9" senior. Tries to...
That was a good cut to the basket there, Peter.
And she also misses her free throw, so we're tied at 2.
Oh,
okay.
Caitlin was open underneath the basket. She was running.
Marissa. In the early going, it looks like Lincoln-Sudbury's playing some pretty good defense. Nice save. Are you kidding me?
Wow. We got 3 or 4 shots off there, Peter.
There had to be some.
Oh.
25 again.
I think Morgan got a little piece of that ball. She jumped out there to her, but...
There had to be some contact on those 3 shots that Caitlin took.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, Revere has played a lot of scenarios this year, Mike, but they've never really had to come from far behind, so they got to stay close to this team.
Yep.
It's number 32, Mandy Seferin, sophomore,
Yep. See that?
6-footer. Fouls on Morgan.
Yep. Peter, Lincoln-Sudbury's had some nice offensive sets so far.
They have.
Spreading,
Well, they're
spreading
rolling the big girl to the basket, and we're
spreading
only
the
getting
court
one
out.
shot down here, Mike.
Yep.
You know, we're only getting one shot down. Foul's going to be on Caitlin.
Oh, I didn't like that call, Peter. That ball was loose on the ground. She had every right to it.
Okay, number 20 has it out top. Takes the ball to the hoop. Gina strips her.
Morgan's going up with the line. All right. I'll tell you though, Peter, they might be big, but we've had our share of offensive rebounds already. I mean,
And we've missed 5 easy shots.
well,
You know,
Peter, sometimes it's when you get the ball right underneath the basket, you got to create some
Oh, it's
space
hard.
and an
It's
angle.
hard.
You know, you got to
It
be
is
able to
hard.
bounce
I
yourself
agree.
out.
Mike, we don't want to start this trend again. I don't want to start talking about it.
No, well, nothing to talk about yet, Peter.
2-point game. Oh!
Backcourt.
Nice call. Oh! Pretty feisty, ref. You can't let him start pounding the ball on the floor. I'm going to get thrown out of the gym, Mike.
It's apparent for 2.
Ties it up.
Yep. Okay, we're okay now, Peter.
Like,
Butterflies are
I
out.
feel a great game coming on here.
Yep.
Now, Lincoln-Sudbury runs these sets. You just got to watch where you're going. Out to G. Gina out to Marissa. Nice rebound by Caitlin.
That's a
She's
good
gonna
call
get 2
right there.
shots.
Yep. It was a little late, but good, nonetheless.
Okay, this is the Revere team I like, Mike. Diving on the floor.
You know something? Lincoln-Sudbury, because earlier in the game I saw somebody get tangled up with Caitlin trying to grab her. And Gina, seeing them swat them away, I think they were pulling at their jersey.
Number 13, Ashley Lutz, 6-foot sophomore. They keep coming in with these 6-footers, Mike. We got the lead.
Well, we made both of them.
Yeah, well,
Nice.
that's a good,
There we go.
good trend to start.
Yes.
Oh, Caitlin almost had that.
No.
Ah, yeah, she
Yep.
was. She was moving.
Yep.
It's Melissa Adriani.
We got Revere 8, Lincoln-Sudbury 6 with 3:12 left to play.
Okay, Caitlin Carmella comes out. Ashley DeFrea comes back in. Immediately makes her presence felt.
Uh-oh, no one's gonna stop this train. Nobody's stopping that train.
That was a runaway freight train, Mike.
Wow. You know what? You don't realize how fast she is in the open court with the basketball either.
You know what? absolutely. And much like the other night,
I mean, she ran by that guard. That was.
Lincoln-Sudbury's missing a lot of shots down this end, and we're getting rebounds early in the game. On the defensive end.
Yep.
Mike, when you throw that fake, you got to throw it with your arms and the ball, not with your feet.
Ball's got to go first.
Yep. Settle down, G. Okay.
Oh, she got a piece of that ball.
No, there's some good ball handlers out top. She's going to go right to the rack.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great rebound right
Melissa
there.
Adriani says, give me that ball. This is my
Wow.
house. My house, my ball.
That's right. We're number one, right?
Tina for three. Morgan getting mauled out top. Tina for three.
There it is. That's the. Oh. I would have swore she would have hit that one.
Number 13, Ashley Lutz.
Yep.
And it's at 10-8. What's going on?
I think she lost her contact.
All right. Okay, here comes Caitlin Carmelo back.
Yep.
That's fine. Depending on how much it takes. A minute 44 left in the quarter.
Okay.
Maybe it's a little rest. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. That's a nice take. Oh, that was a good take.
It was a good take.
Yep.
Well, that's a travel. You know, sometimes, Mike, with adolescent kids, height means clumsy too.
Right. Yep.
You know, and you
That
can't
could've been
hold
a
on
case
to the
of it
ball.
right there,
Yeah,
right?
I think
Yeah.
so. I think so. I shouldn't say clumsy. I should say awkward.
Coach to Cristoforo.
Well, you know something, rightly so, Mike.
Right,
We've been
yeah.
getting whacked and slapped, and you know.
Yep. It's got to be at both ends of the court. You know what I don't like about that call, Peter? I don't mind. Gina may have been moving a little bit, but you
But that
can't get
elbow
pushed
was
off.
up.
Right.
Absolutely.
You're right.
The elbow was
Yep.
up.
That's what I don't like.
Okay, she keeps switching these 6-foot girls. Actually, she got both of them in the game now.
I see Morgan back on the bench. Coming right back in the game. And there's a three-pointer.
25 for 3, and now we got the lead
Lindsey
change.
Jones for 3. And one for Adriani.
Melissa Adriani comes right back.
Wow, what a great play.
Now it's going to be at the free throw line.
Morgan comes back in for Caitlin.
It's a chess match already. Number 22 for 2. It's 13 to 12.
Megan Lutz.
Yeah.
For 3.
10 seconds.
Okay, 4.3 seconds. Let's see. That's plenty of time there. Plenty of time.
Get it into G. Oh. 3, 2.
She had more time than you. 4 seconds is a lot of time.
Okay, 1 in the books, Mike, and it's, you know, it's the second round of the MIA tournament. You're not expecting blowouts. This isn't, you know, Beverly or Winthrop or some of the softer games they had this year. This is a formidable opponent.
This is somebody who's already won a tournament game.
That's right.
And they're good year in and year out.
I mean, they beat the same Memphis team that we beat by the same amount of points. You know.
Delicious Marty's pizza, cold drinks, and assorted snacks.
So, first quarter's in the book. It's Lincoln-Sudbury 13, Revere 12.
Which means absolutely nothing, but except that Lincoln-Sudbury is ahead. I just don't think the shots are falling. All the shots, you know.
I think they have a game plan, and that's to take the ball to the hoop. They have attacked.
I think their game plan, Mike, is predicated upon hopefully getting fouled when you go to the hoop.
Right.
We haven't been getting those calls.
We have ball to start the second period.
Well, they have pulled up a little bit and have thrown up a couple of floaters, so you got to get all the way into the bodies to get some contact. Peter, it's funny, I look around this place and that's the first turnover of the night, Peter.
Yeah, I mean, is she athletic, man? Go straight to the hoop.
Yep.
Morgan, go straight to the hoop.
Not going away. You can't make contact like that. We were just talking
fading
about
away.
that.
I mean, that's something that, you know, people have a tendency to do. That's good. Number 13, Mike, looks like she's laboring up and down the court.
Yep.
Adriani might be able to take advantage of her, throw a quick fake and duck around her, you know?
I'd like... Is it pick and roll?
Oh, Adriani said a great pick.
Yep. Peter, I just picked something up. Pick and roll down in that corner. You can almost play a 2-on-2. Because after the pick, I don't think she can get back in position.
Oh, you're right. Too many one shot and out, Mike. It's timeout if they make a shot.
Peter. They just spent a long time down the Revere end.
Yeah, I mean, it seems as though we're not getting positioned for the rebounds.
Well, got to block people out.
I mean, rebounding is something that you have to work on. The ball's not going to come to you.
No. But you got to identify a man. When the ball goes up, and it's a common mistake for a lot of kids, is that they look at the basketball. They're waiting for the basketball to come. First reaction should be to find a guy.
Absolutely.
Okay? There's plenty of time to look to find out where the basketball is coming from. And if your guy is behind you, then you have a 90% chance of getting that ball.
There were a couple of rebounds on that last sequence over there where the Lincoln-Sudbury girl raced to the ball and beat the Revere girl to it.
But that's because we were looking at it, not...
That's right.
Right.
One shot now.
Yep. I don't know, Peter. I don't know. We haven't been in this situation very much. Down 7.
We were down against Somerville. We were down against...
Come on, get in there. Caitlin for 2.
Have I called her all reliable before?
Shooter's touch. That's just what this team
If you need
needed
a shot,
right
she
there.
usually gets one for you. The girl she's gotten is 7 inches taller than her, and she's leaning on her, and she's pressing her, and she's causing the girl to work. And that's what you need to do. You need to cause these big girls to work, you know?
Rebound. Nice. Whoa! That's a travel.
What constitutes contact here, guys? We've had this ref before. Not getting out to the rebound. She traveled. A late call, but...
I tell you what, Caitlin is battling her heart out right now.
Absolutely, and like I said, look at the difference in height between her and number 13.
Yep. And in. Okay, we're gonna get 2 more free throws here, Peter.
Mike, thinking back, against Gloucester we were down 7 or 9. Against another team that came in here late in the season, we were down 6 or 7. So I'm not too uncomfortable with this. It's a 4-point game.
Uh-oh, now they're on that. Give it to her, give it to her!
That's a great pass. Yep. A great pass. She's a point guard for a reason. Back to 2.
But no one even ran with them, Peter.
I don't think they can run. These girls are big and they're tired already. Number 13 is on oxygen.
Yeah, she's not even battling hard for the rebound right now.
She's laboring up and down the court. Nice.
Yep.
And I think that might be her 3rd foul, Mike. Adriani for Carmelo.
Yep.
Was doing her usual stellar job.
Well, I think she's working so hard that I think Coach realized that she needed a break.
Gina for 3. Oh.
Oh. Okay. Gina's on a little bit of a mismatch too now.
Oh, this mismatch is all over this court now. It's our ball.
Yep.
There's mismatches everywhere. And we're at the disadvantage with most of them.
Yep. Well.
So 19-17.
3:22 left. And
Morgan
attacking the
taking it home.
basket. Huh. You can't let her do that.
That's why she's going to St. Mike's.
Yep. Show her a little daylight and she'll go right through it.
She's fearless. And in order to play above Division III, Mike, you got to be fearless. You can't be afraid of people that are bigger than you because Morgan's not a big kid, you know? So you can't let that happen.
And a missed layup.
Lincoln-Sudbury has suddenly got cold.
Okay. 19-19, Peter.
And we're
This would be
totally
a nice,
taking advantage of it.
nice basket to have.
She steps
Get down.
up.
Get down.
Morgan the rebound.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the way Morgan backed her down? She
must have moved the 5 feet before she put the ball up. That's textbook, Peter.
If she keeps playing like that.
Bang, bang.
If she keeps playing like that, the Lincoln-Sudbury coach is going to need a couple of Captain Morgans after the game.
Yeah. Well,
here comes Caitlin Carmelo back in the game. Morgan. Okay. Revere scored 10 unanswered points, Mike. It was 19 of 12.
Right.
Girl stepped over the line while passing it in.
Surprised the coach hasn't called a timeout. You don't want to get this Revere crowd back into this thing. And
no, you're right. But that's out of bounds.
That's out of bounds. Nice.
I think that a team that's not used to a lot of adversity can start to panic. But Revere's holding tight. Lincoln-Sudbury's the one that's cracking a little bit.
Oh, there's Morgan flashing. Oh. Up fake. Okay, back rimmed one. Oh! Oh, nice board. Come on, get on the run. They don't want to run with you. Excellent.
That's it, girls. Gina, you got a whole half to score. Give the ball up now. It's not going for you.
Okay.
Larissa Parent, we're up 5. Good time to do it, going into the half.
Yep, keep playing defense, Gina. Just keep playing defense.
Can't give that up, can't give that up. Mike, Lincoln-Sudbury is tired. Lincoln-Sudbury can't run with us. But you have to rebound to run, Mike, and we've been doing that in the last few possessions. You have to rebound to run.
There goes the train again. Oh, I would like to have seen her give it to Caitlin there.
Nah, sometimes you get carried away, you know. I'll tell you, Mike, they're letting contact go on both ends.
I heard a slap from here. I'm not sure who it
they're
was.
letting contact
May
go
have
on
been
both
Morgan.
ends.
Morgan is on fire. She got 1,000 blocks too, Peter. Oh, and 3!
That's unbelievable.
Oh, what? Miss everything. Woo!
Mike, we need a basket now. The roof might fall off this place.
If she gets it right here. Okay, isolate. Oh! 24 is out of bounds. She had a hand on the ball. Great call by the ref.
That was the same thing that happened before.
Peter, 3 block shots in that thing. Does she have 1,000 blocks? That's what I want to know. She must.
Hey, she has 1,000 fans in here tonight, Mike.
She really took this game over in the last 4 minutes.
15 seconds.
Oh,
it is going to the line again.
Wow, we are on a 12-0 run, Peter.
And it's a perfect time to do it. Give them something to think about in the locker room at
11
halftime.
seconds left at halftime. They just don't know what hit them in the last 4 minutes, Peter.
They don't even know what the rules are anymore. Your girl can't come in if there's 2 free throws.
That is correct. Yep. Gotta wait till the first
I'm hoping
shot.
she has 2. She doesn't have just 1. 1 and 1. 2 shots. Okay, Marissa Parent, this would be a nice basket to get. Go up 6.
Yep.
She dips. She shoots. Johnny Most. Swish. Okay, gotta stop here. Stop it. Lincoln-Sudbury hasn't been able to buy a basket, Mike.
Nope.
Foul's going to be on Adriani. That's at least her second. I'm going to go check.
You got to wonder if they've had to play somebody with the type of team speed that we have. They've got to be exhausted. Surely know they're big.
Oh, they are exhausted. Their legs are tired. Their arms are tired. They might be playing us, but Revere's beating the hell out of them, too. Okay.
That's good. Oh! Okay.
Well, that's about all she didn't do in the half, Mike.
Wow.
Marissa Barrett really took that second half over.
I mean, and obviously Morgan was.
Let me tell you.
But
Revere, after the first half, it's Revere 25.
Let me tell you, 16 minutes in the book, Mike. I feel good about what's going on. You know?
Right.
I got a feeling.
You know, second quarter started off a little shaky, okay, but they got on the run. That team cannot get back on defense
if we're running like that.
Mike, they're big, but they're tired. They're tired already. Number 13 won't last more than 3-minute spurts in the game. She's getting bumped, she's getting banged, Morgan's giving her this, and it's all legal underneath there. And I don't think she doesn't look like she can take it. First of all, she's a sophomore. You know, this is probably her first big game that she's in, and they haven't scored a field goal in 7 minutes. I bet.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. But even on the offensive end, they don't even look like they're pushing, trying to get rebounds anymore. They look they're so tired. You know, so that's.
I mean, it's a big factor in the game.
In the last 6 minutes, I didn't see that 3- and 4-shot set that they had.
That's right.
You know,
I think we've settled in with we're boxing out, and what we said at the beginning, Mike. 2 guys, what, 5'7", 5'8". We're going to beat big guys down the floor every single time.
Right.
No matter when we play, if you got skills, shooting skills, dribbling skills, passing skills, you become a factor in the game.
And there's only one key to that, though. Lynn, you said it earlier. You can't run if you don't have the basketball.
That's right, and they've been doing a lot better at that. And another fact you have to figure out, or you have to figure in, is that they have a 5-point lead at halftime, and their second leading scorer hasn't scored yet. Gina's not on the scoreboard yet.
Oh, she hasn't?
She hasn't scored yet at all.
Well,
she's missed 2 3-point shots. She hasn't really shot a lot, but you know something? The last time she didn't score in the first half, she came out and hit 4 threes in the second half against Medford, and then it was over. So if we add that little,
I tell you what though, she's put a lot of effort into the defensive end. If you can't do it on one end, Peter, you have to do it on the other end.
And she's doing a great job on their players. And like you said, there's a mismatch at every position.
Right. Just as I see it right now, it's okay if we don't have her offensively. You know, as long as they're gonna let Morgan slice to the basket, we'll let Morgan score 50 tonight, and we'll get Gina her points next game.
Okay, we're going to take a little break here. You're watching Revere TV, your community source for entertainment, sports, politics, education, anything you like. Channels 8, 9, and 10 on your TV dial. We'll be right back with the second half of this game. Okay, we're back for second half action. It's Revere 25, Lincoln-Sudbury 20. Lincoln-Sudbury's going to have the ball to start the second half. And, you know, we're hoping that the trend continues with Revere finishing the first half on a little bit of a motivational run.
Yeah, what a run we had, huh, Peter?
Yeah, it was fun to watch because it came out of nowhere. You know, we were down 7. We were starting to fade a little bit, but they're going to start taking the ball to the hoop, is what they're going to do. You know, they're going to try to draw fouls. We have nobody in foul trouble. Caitlin has 2.
Peter,
Jenkins has 1.
The other thing that I've noticed, we have to stay on our feet. We've got beat, especially in that first quarter, with a lot of head fakes. You know, there's another one. You know?
Michael, how many times do you tell the young girls, don't leave your feet? That's what we don't need, Mike.
Right.
We don't need them to start bombing three-pointers. And throwing stupid passes.
Okay.
I would like to see us score the first basket of the second half, but since we didn't, let's score the second one. Over to G. G bounce pass into Morgan. Morgan made that save. Gina taking it to the hoop.
Little floater. Oh, that's a travel. Yep.
That's the second or third time the number 4 has traveled.
First time she's been called for it, I think. But that number 25, I think, just buried another 3, even though it didn't count. But
yep.
We don't want her to get hot. Okay. That's only the second turnover of the game, Peter. They only had 1 in the first half. So
wow.
They've certainly protected the basketball.
Okay, this basket seems to be more to their liking.
Okay.
Can't force the ball in. Oh, no. She's gonna change the call. She saw it. She's the lead ref, and she's gonna change the call. I hope.
Yep.
And she did just that.
She convinced her that she had a much better look, or
she had the whole open space. This girl had to see from a different angle. Yep. She had our view. You know, she was on this side of the court. She had our view of a ball.
That's nice. I like when the refs get together. Make sure they get the call right.
A lot of women refs do that. Men refs are too macho to say I was wrong.
That's it.
Revere ball. Okay, so they're going to give Lincoln-Sudbury a timeout. Tie game. Somebody had possession. Got a couple of Revere fans on the ref's case.
Yep. Okay.
They're discussing something over there.
Lincoln-Sudbury ball underneath.
Gina.
Nope, on the floor.
Yep, Ashley DeFreyer on the floor.
Yep.
That's going to be your first foul. It's fine.
Yep. You're just going to get your hands up, Peter. You don't have to reach for that ball over the top.
It's always that tendency, though, Mike, to maybe you get swat at it or knock it out of her hands.
Stay on the feet.
Gina made one dribble for that girl. Out to 21.
Yep, stay on your feet.
That's it. Don't go for the fake.
No. I thought Morgan was straight up in the air there, Peter.
That's Morgan's second foul. The Lincoln-Sudbury crowd of 7 gives out a Bronx cheer for the refs. Okay, Lincoln-Sudbury's gone ahead.
Yep, they scored the first 6 points to start the second half here, Peter. Oh, nice rebound.
Okay. Now we're gone.
We're forcing the ball inside. Travel! Beat me to the ball, will you? Oh! She didn't have legs at the end of chasing it down.
Yep. Having a tough time getting back in the play now, too. Peter, was she uncontested for the second?
Yeah, they're doing the same thing they did before they were down in the first half, Mike, and they have to adjust. That's just how they got down 7 in the first half. Yep. One shot down here, and then go. They just have to readjust.
Yep. Lincoln-Sudbury came out of halftime, rattled off 8 straight points.
Yep, that's fine. Better to do it at the beginning of the half than the end.
Yep.
Okay. Here comes back out on the floor. One possession game with a long way to go, Mike. Gina into Morgan.
Wow.
Who's that on?
I think it's on Gina. But you don't go in 1-on-4 and bail a girl out like that, out of control.
I know.
I mean, if nobody touches, she wasn't going to hit the rim.
Okay, we got to keep our poise here. We're down 4. Michael, when you're double teamed, it means somebody's open. You just gotta look.
Caitlin's been jumping up and down on that block now for 2 minutes.
She was on a trampoline. I couldn't see over the
right.
I couldn't see over the Lincoln-Sudbury.
All we could see is her head, then nothing. Her head, then nothing.
Oh man. Picky, picky, picky. Come on, Revere.
That's their 5th turnover.
In the last 3 minutes.
In 3 minutes.
Little push off by number 20.
And there's that head fake that we were talking about, Peter.
You can't have too much more of this, Mike.
Nope. Well, there we go.
I wonder where her phone booth is in here.
Oh.
And this is just the way the last comeback started, Mike.
You know what, Peter? She got the thing, but we got to get up the court.
Well, you know something? I was saying that Lincoln-Sudbury's tired, but we're tired too.
Yep. Now, every rebound we get, we have to push.
This has been an intense game since the ball went up. Their coach is pleading against the foul, and she's gotten every call this second half.
So we were 5 for 10 from the stripe in the first half, Peter. Now 6 of 11. And the shooter's touch.
Okay.
All right, Revere scored the last 4. We're down 31-29.
It's been a little game of streaks, Mike. Not big streaks, but some streaks. Revere scored 9 in a row. They come back and scored 8 in a row.
Oh, actually, they scored 9 if you count the free throw that they made, and then the start the 8. So.
Number 13 has no legs, Mike.
Yeah.
That was a 2-foot shot, and she couldn't get the legs to.
I know, but the thing is, she has inside position. No, got to maintain your position. Got to stay inside of her.
Can't give the ball back to them.
That's going that way. There you go, Morgan. Oh, that could get an offensive foul always gets the crowd.
You know what got us working the last time? When Caitlin took that offensive foul in the last game?
Yep.
Here comes Adriani.
Gina took a big...
Oh, Gina took the big one,
Yep.
huh? Yeah, took the big one like Fred Sanford. I'm taking the big one. But she took, yeah, that was Gina. You're right, Mike. That took the big offensive foul. Marissa?
That's a trap. Could that have been a travel there, Peter? She hit her in the mouth, Peter.
How about some contact, ref? Down here, down there. This isn't WCW. Marissa Parent is like a worm. You could cut her head off and she still keep moving.
There she goes. Look up! Look up! Oh.
No legs, Mike. Neither team has legs. Carmelo.
Weak side rebound. Yeah.
You know, I think we mentioned this before. Caitlin Carmelo comes from 2 tough families. I mean, Jimmy Caramello, just a top-of-the-line athlete, you know. On the mother's side, Lynn's side, grandfather Ed, you know. Eddie O'Hara, former state police officer, just 8 nails. And
she
she's got aunts, you know. Amy O'Hara was on Survivor, played on a female football team. You know, so we got, she comes from great stock, and she's not going to back down from anybody.
I think that's the thing, though. I think her middle name is Team, because that's exactly what Caitlin is all about. It's all about the team. She does so many of the small things correctly that go unnoticed. You know,
you never see a look on her face like me. You're taking me out of the game. You said that to me.
Well,
she never argues with anybody. She's just a sweetheart.
What I'm saying is she doesn't need to score 20 points.
Exactly.
You know, and she's
capable. Yes, she is capable.
Right.
She's gonna go to the line, try to tie this game right now, Mike, with 2:03 left in the 3rd quarter.
Good stroke there, Peter.
She's 4 for 4 from the free throw line tonight, Mike. And now we got to get a stopper going, a little bit of a run.
We're 9 of 14.
Oh, well. Mike, that free throw shooting the other night was an enigma.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Right.
just comes along once in a great while. I don't know who was that foul on?
I think it was Morgan.
Second foul on 13.
Wow.
Frey is going to replace Caramello.
I'd like to see Gina get a 2-minute blow myself. We talked about this last game.
Still hasn't scored till now. Wishful thinking.
Oh, nice cross.
Marissa Parent's still in the court. Bloody lip, gimpy leg.
Did you see the crossover mid-court, Peter? I know if it was a boys' game what I would have said.
Yes. You couldn't drag her off this court right now. Who's it on, Mike?
I don't know.
I think it's on DeFreya. She's the only
Yeah.
one with the second left number 2 on
Yep.
her uniform.
As long as we didn't see the 5 go up, Peter, we're okay. You know, Peter, I was thinking earlier, a good time. I'd like to see Amy Rocker in this game.
Roger.
I think she can bring a spark right now.
Well, give you a good solid minute with fresh legs.
Yep. And they're gonna get out on the run. Run with her.
Don't offensive foul. Tina for 3. Yeah! Saved it for a good time, Amy. Take the charge.
Oh, she's playing good D right there, Amy. Oh, she stayed on her feet. Oh, yeah, that was good D. We're all tied up again, 36-36.
Timeout, timeout, timeout! Nice call. Nice call, Diana. Okay, 12.4 seconds. Mike, there's a barn burner. I'll take one, thank you. The Water Girls, Tia and Marina. Thank you. Mike, I'm looking around, and there must be between 10 and 15 coaches of other sports in the gym tonight. Just a sign. I mean, I'm a faculty guy in Revere, you know. I'll include myself as a coach and a teacher that's in the gym. But we haven't mentioned a lot about what the camaraderie is of our faculty and how lucky these girls are to go to school in Revere. It's a great school system. It's way ahead of its time. Paul Dakin has done a great job running the show. You know, and we put out some good kids. Gina goes. Gina.
3 seconds left.
Okay, Mike. We're back to ground zero. One name I haven't mentioned that's on the bench We mentioned Alex Amosino. We mentioned, you know, Sammy Harris and those girls that were brought up, Jen Fajardo. There's a girl on the bench, Raquel McDonald, that blew out her knee earlier in the year and hasn't got a chance to play this season. She's the record holder in the hurdles in outdoor track. She came to me the other day and said that she's going to be able to run, maybe not hurdle, but she's another one that doesn't want to come off the field. But I don't want her to hurt herself. I got to talk to her parents, find out what's going on. But Raquel McDonald's been sitting on that bench. She comes to every practice, even though she doesn't practice. I mean, that's what this team is about. You said, you know, it is the epitome of a team.
Diana has created an atmosphere, you know, conducive to learning basketball, you know, and that's exactly why kids come and they stay. If you're hurt, I mean, you just don't get that in other sports. But I think that this will spill over. I'm hoping that this spills over in other sports. I saw 2 boys who will be trying out for the baseball team at the gym at LA Fitness the other night, working out all by themselves, which I thought was, you know what?
Is that the one at Chelsea, Mike? Is that the one?
Saugus.
Because I know the 4 or 5 guys from that freshman basketball team, my son, Jason Siegel, a couple of other guys have joined the gym down in the old Bradley's. Let's get back to this.
Yep.
It's out to DeFreya.
That's money. Yeah. That's money.
Mike, that's her first basket of the night. Look when it comes.
Oh, that couldn't have come at a better time.
Don't go for the fakes. Don't go for the fakes.
Head on the ground.
Nobody's really in foul trouble. You got to get out there. I tell you, this number 13 is surprising me. I've been saying how slow she is, and
she shoots 3s though, Peter.
Oh, she did that.
What?
She only has 1.
Ashley Lutz.
She only has 1 3. Call it jump ball. It's Lincoln-Sudbury ball. We're down 1, Mike. Revere's been down in the 4th quarter before. They were down 6 to Lynn English with 1:49 left. When we were doing the Peabody boys game here and they were going for number 20, they were down going into the 4th quarter and got down about 3 or 4 points. So
Mandy Sifferlin enters the game.
Another 6-footer. They're growing big in Lincoln-Sudbury.
Yeah. We're going to have to go fast.
Ashley DeFreya.
Oh, Morgan, come on, look up. Caitlin doing a great job running the court. I wish she'd get rewarded for it once in a while.
Gina with the floater. Won't go for it. Gina gets the rebound. Tries to get it inside, forcing the ball.
Take the shot if you're there, right?
Travel.
Nice rebound by Morgan.
Well,
ripped it out of her hand.
I'm going to say.
Okay.
13 is tired.
Another turnover, Peter.
Down 3. Another turnover.
Another turnover. Called an offensive foul there, Peter. Put her shoulder right into her.
That's her 3rd. 6:04,
Offensive
1
foul
possession
on 13.
game. No panic. Show why you deserve to be here, Revere. Oh! She took a nice angle at the basket, Mike. I'm surprised it didn't go. Lincoln-Sudbury is being very accommodating on the turnovers, Mike.
Well, I think we got one there, Peter. That was good. We'll take it.
Gonna make the free throws, Morgan. From fresh legs.
Oh,
Adriani.
they're not giving her 2 shots.
I guess not.
Okay.
Two bennies. Nice call.
Hey, a Revere parent got a call right. Excellent.
Revere fans, you know something? They haven't had a lot of chance to be vocal in the last bunch of years.
That's their 5th turnover in this quarter, Peter.
Probably 10 and a half.
12. They had 7 in the 3rd.
That was, I believe, that was Caitlin who stuck her hand in there.
They got to run, Peter. They have to run.
Absolutely, that's the only way. Well, it's not the only way, but that's the way they've scored their most points tonight, is when they ran.
Run, let's go, just get up the court. Come on, find Gina. No.
That's all right, it's all right.
Poor Caitlin jumping up and down.
Doing her trampoline act. Is that Gina?
Good D by Adriani. Now, Peter, we got Lincoln-Sudbury 41, Revere 40, 4:08 left. Get ourselves a game.
Yep, we got ourselves a game. Down by 3. Carmelo. We're running. We're running. We're running. How'd she get knocked down?
Peter, we need a timeout. Yep. Morgan could barely get up there.
Okay,
exhausted.
Sequence of events. You know, Lincoln-Sudbury has accommodated us on the turnovers because they've missed a lot of easy shots down there. Now you got 3 minutes and 6 seconds. You're down 5. Certainly not an insurmountable lead, but you got to start making your easy shots.
Peter, the one thing I have noticed is that Lincoln-Sudbury outlet pass, they're getting down the court. I mean, they're making us work as hard getting back on defense.
Right. That's right.
You know?
I was under the impression in the first half that they were getting tired. They used that 10 minutes or whatever it was to
I mean,
recharge their batteries.
I think Diana's going to have to use her timeouts, get him a blow.
Gina for 3. Okay, Mike, we need to stop here. We need to stop.
Go, gotta get on the move. Run with her.
There is plenty of time.
What a nice move, Peter. What a nice move. Wow.
Mike, you got to remember, we're looking at them and saying, how do they do it? They're 16 years old. What did you do when you were 16?
We just got into the bonus, too, there, Peter.
You ran all day.
We'll be shooting free throws for the rest of the game.
Come on, Morgan. Let's go. Stick it. It's good. So now you got yourself a barn burner, a seat squirmer, whatever else you want to call it. Are you kidding me?
Get it.
Okay, Mike. Another nerve wracker. I thought they were going to call a travel, Mike.
I did, but we got grabbed well before them.
It's 1-1. She's 1 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. She's tired. Makes the first, no. It's fine. Let's go. We need to stop here, Mike.
On the floor, on the floor.
It's gonna give her 2 shots.
Really? I don't know. She never went up, Peter, until after the contact.
Okay, Mike. Okay, down 3, minute 26. This girl surprised me. Let me tell you.
What?
This girl surprised me. She didn't look like she was a great player in the first half, but she's come back in the second half and scored 9, 12 points in the second half.
Well, Revere down 4, 47-43. A minute and 26 left. Plenty of time, Peter, to make something happen here.
Yeah, absolutely. Just gonna protect the ball and push the ball up high. Okay, here we come. We're gonna play a half court. Sudbury in a half court man. I think we're gonna score the first basket before the minute mark, you know? Marissa just won't go. Okay.
That was a good take, though, Peter. That's exactly what you needed.
Mike, that might be it.
Oh, they're gonna have to foul. Someone's gonna have to foul.
It's time to foul. Time to foul. Gonna foul her. Number 20, Megan's 21. Ileani Kadri is at the free throw line. She's going to be shooting 101. Makes the first. Michael, we got a tough task ahead of us in the last 35 seconds. I see a lot of long faces in here, but you know something? Whatever happens at the end of this game, these girls revitalized the city, brought an athletic program together.
They have no idea what they've done.
No, absolutely.
As in terms of accomplishment, and it just 21-0 up to this point is
plus, you know, they've assured that this program is going to flourish for years to come with the way they've been role models for the younger kids, and it's just a shame that the road has to end, you know?
Yeah.
Push it up, push it up.
Caitlin. Wow.
All right, quick foul, number 25 going to the free throw line. Lindsey Jones. She'll shoot 101. Like I can't figure out where it got away from them, you know?
Yeah, it's just one basket here, one basket there, and
Be Revere ball, 23 seconds.
That's kind of where it happened right there, Peter. One blue shirt, 4 white shirts, and they end up with a jump ball.
20 seconds left. The floater. We're tired, Mike. We got no legs. We're tired.
Yep. Oh boy, that's
we mentioned how well behaved
last
our
game,
kids
but
were.
that was
It's
wrong.
Purely frustration.
Yep.
It's purely frustration.
Well, I hope some of them watch this, but that's not the way we like to behave. Hey, team came in, they did a great job,
and they took it,
and they won. That's why we play the game.
6 seconds, 5, 4. Michael.
Yep.
This whole gym should stand up and cheer this team.
Yep. They came in and did a great job, Peter.
No, they did. No. For the seniors, your heart goes out to them because they put everything they had into everything. I think they just tired at the end.
Yeah. I see a lot of tears, Peter. Maybe even one in my eye.
But you know something? They have their whole lives ahead of them. They have their health. They're going to good schools. And someday they're going to look back on this season and they'll say, we were 21-0. They're not going to remember February 5th, March 5th when they lost to Lincoln-Sudbury, you know? this wasn't a wise guy team that came in here. This is a team that came in prepared and ready. And, you know, when you win 21 straight, you wander around looking and saying, what do I do now? You know?
Right.
But you can't say anything but great things about them. You can't say anything. You can't have anything but pride in what they stood for, pride in what they did. You know. And for the younger kids sitting on that bench, they set a great example. And next year, maybe they can make another run. You know, where you get another Morgan is one thing. You know, I mean, she comes around once every Haley's Comet. You know.
Right.
But you still got Caitlin, you still got Gina, you still got Fajardo who's on the bench, you still got kids coming up. You know, next year Raquel McDonald will be 100%. So,
yep.
You just gotta reload. That's all. Just reload. It's tough going into a tournament, Mike, undefeated. The target's on your back bigger than ever. And what are your chances of winning again and again and again? We mentioned this before. We almost hoped that they lost the Peabody game, that last game of the season.
Just to get it off their back.
Just to get it off your back.
Well,
because it's a tough.
I mean, you can think of the Patriots who were
18 and 0,
right, going into the Super Bowl, right?
Absolutely.
So,
you know, and that's why there hasn't been an undefeated team in the NCAA men's bracket since Indiana did it years and years and years ago. I'm surprised Bobby Knight let them do it. Dean Smith used to say, I got to lose a game before the end of the season.
Right.
You know, I got to lose a game. You know, the same thing, all those bigger coaches say they relieved that they lost the game.
Yeah.
Because those games in the middle of the season
Not
mean
Gino
nothing.
down in UConn, though.
Mean nothing. Well,
For the girls.
I don't even want to talk about him. He coaches girls, you know, and he gets the best team every year. Okay, we're back with a post-game interview with our representative at the State House, Kathy Reinstein. Familiar face no matter where you go in Revere. She's always stepping forward to help us with whatever we need. And of course, she's a fan, a graduate of Revere High School. Dad was the mayor of this town for years. And she's just, she's another person that we're proud to have around. Kath, what do you think?
Thank you. You know, I'm sad for the girls, but what a great season. And they made the whole city so proud. And I have not seen the stands this filled since you and I were in high school here, which is just a few years ago.
Yeah,
but
Kim Kelly, Patrice, and Diana.
Yep, and you know, Melissa Moore and Robin Vincent and all of them, and it's you know, those were our friends doing this, and it was so nice to see this happen again.
20 years ago, and
we're just very proud, and I already told Diana and everyone, and the speaker and I talked about it yesterday. You know, whenever the girls are ready, we want to bring them to the State House and show everybody how proud we are. They really restored a lot of pride for the city. So
well,
thank you guys.
We were talking about
to carry the #1 ranking into the into the tournament is quite an accomplishment.
It's a lot of pressure too. So
we were talking about how they galvanized the city. You know, tough economic times. You know, all kinds of rumblings about this change and that change.
Yeah.
And these girls made people think about something else for a little while. You know, and got a lot of the fans with kids, and that little thing they did at the end was something that you can expect from frustration. But through this whole thing, our students in Revere have been exemplary fans.
Yeah.
You know,
They've had a lot of class.
Yeah, I mean, winning helps that.
Of course,
You know,
but they have a lot of class, and you see all the little, like you said, all the little kids here, and especially now you see all the little girls with all this hope in their eyes that they're going to do this someday too. So it's nice.
I mean, they idolize these girls, and these girls have been great role models for them, you know. But you know something? These girls are products of great parents.
That's right.
But Kat, they're also products of a great school system.
Without question.
Great school system. Pump some more money to us, Kat.
We try
if
to
you
do
can.
the best we can. It's a great community, as we all know. This is the best place to grow up. And, you know, this is why we all decided to stay here. And I'm just very proud. I'm very, you know, it's one of these times you're very proud to be from the city, very proud of the class that these young women have, and they're going to go on to do really great things and hopefully come back and stay here. And
yeah, Revere's a great place to raise your kids.
is.
I mean, I grew up in Revere, and I moved away for a little while. I'm back. You know, Michael
you can
lives
never
in
really
Revere.
leave. You can
No,
never
you
really
don't.
leave.
You can't. You
Well, you
can't.
take someone like Coach DeCristoforo, who, you know,
Right.
1,000-point scorer, goes off to college, and then comes back to coach her team. I mean, it's just It's nice. It's nice when you see people come back.
I mean, she's now 37-5 in 2 years.
That's amazing.
You know, I mean, she inherited a pretty good team, but still, you have to coach that team in order for it to.
And there's a lot of good coaches too. There's a lot of good teachers. Like Coach Hayes is a great coach. You know, didn't inherit, you know, exactly what Diana did, but look what he's doing. And he had a student. You know, he had a team member score 1,000 points this year. So you know, you're seeing a lot of
we had a
turnaround.
1,500-yard rusher, and
Yeah.
you know, the same kid, obviously Trey Weathers.
Amazing.
But
Revere
I was counting.
Athletics is starting to get put back on the map.
I think so.
And Diana DeChristopoulos' contributions that have helped us get back. You know, put Revere on the map, get people in the stands, get people a little bit excited, and get these kids working towards.
I'll tell you, you know, at the State House, I'm not kidding. I have people that work at the State House whose daughters play for other teams coming up to me going, wow, I saw 4 parents from schools that did not play here tonight come to see this game because they wanted to see Revere
I saw a
play.
Marblehead guy here. You know.
I saw people from Medford, and
Yep,
and you know, this is
well,
how.
Leo was here. Leo Burke coaches
Oh, yes,
Medford,
yes,
and
yes.
he was here tonight because he's
Yes.
just a basketball junkie.
Well,
you
but,
know,
you know, you have
but
a
he
lot of
lived in
people.
Revere. I mean, he doesn't live here anymore, but he lived in Revere. Grew up here, you know, and it just was a great run,
It
you know,
was.
with a great group of kids. And you know, it's a cliche that all good things have to come to an end. It was sad it came to an end like this tonight, but they can hold their heads up as high as they possibly can get them.
They did. They made all of us extremely proud, and they will always continue to do that. And thank you guys for all the commentary. It's been great
Well, no problem.
watching you guys on cable.
We had a lot of fun.
We call it, I'm the ham and he's the egger, you know. So, you know, Michael's one of the shyest guys I know. He's a friend of mine. We're both coaches. And when I asked him to do a football game, and he said yes, I was surprised. But we kind of flow because we're friends, you know, and we don't step on each other.
All game and
Oh, yeah, we could talk the
Well,
buzzards off.
I'm
our
just
way.
laughing that you're having me come to comment on sports because you know that I have no athletic ability whatsoever. So luckily we can talk about how proud of the girls we are because I could never comment
Yeah,
on
but
the
you've
game.
always
I'm not good
you've
with
always
that.
supported everything that went on here.
Without
you know.
question.
And getting back to the camaraderie and the teachers and the faculty,
Yeah,
of which
they're
we
great.
have great ones.
Yeah.
We send kids to great colleges every year, including myself. I counted 14 head coaches that were here tonight watching this game.
And you had,
know?
you know, a lot of members of the city council, the mayor, who's, you know, I don't think ever missed a game, and, you know, just, it's nice seeing all of our friends from high school, too. You know, because it's, you know, you get a text from your son, what are you doing tonight? It's a Saturday night, let's go to the basketball game. It's, brings back a lot of memories when you walk into the field house, too.
Well, when you have these girls up to the State House, let's get it publicized big time
Without
because they
question.
deserve all the accolades they possibly could have.
Absolutely.
Thank you for all you
guys
do for the
having
city.
me. Thank you guys. Congratulations, ladies. You did a great job.
Bye.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Kath. Okay, we're here with men's head coach, Ricky Hayes, one of the 14 head coaches that were here tonight in the crowd. Really?
Oh, that's great.
I counted them. I mean, just.
Well, we should have. We should all support each other.
Exactly. You know, as a basketball coach, what'd you think of the game?
I thought they played hard. I thought they might have ran out of gas a little bit with 4 minutes left. You know, protecting the ball. But the second chance rebound, the second chance points killed them.
It was hard because they
got
were big.
2-3 big girls. I mean, it's hard to defend.
Yeah.
You know, they gave it their all.
I mean, you don't have
Morgan,
3 6-footers on your
on my
team.
team.
They got 3 6-footers on the girls' team.
But Morgan played a great game. Played her heart out. She had 3 blocks on one play. I mean, she just, you know,
She's just so athletic. I think the half came at the wrong time. I think if they had started that push a little bit earlier in the quarter, we might have been up by 10 or 12 points, and then, you know, that would have deflated them a little bit. They came out and scored the first 9 points of the third
Right, they
quarter.
Revere didn't score a hoop for 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a game of runs. I understand that, but you can't have. I see it every day. And when I play, you know, you don't score a point for 3 or 4 minutes, and now you're
dig
behind the 8
yourself a
ball.
hole.
Right.
You dig yourself a hole.
So-
You know, so.
That's what he said. That was the run that really, if we could have stopped that a little bit earlier in that second quarter, that things might have been a little bit different.
You know something on the positive side, teams like that don't come through your school very often.
No,
You know,
plus
at least this school. I
plus
mean,
give-
you got Catholic Memorial, you got all these schools, you know, but a school like this, once in a life.
Yeah,
Well,
give Diana a lot of credit. You know, the 2 years she's been here, she's really turned the program around. And I see her at practice, how she works them and everything. She took my hat to her. She does a nice job.
It is. I've coached both. It's easier to coach girls because they listen to you more. You know what I mean? I mean, they listen to you, and you tell them to come to practice. They're there. You know, they're there early. You know, boys blow things off, as you know. You know, and then it's hard to say, how am I going to discipline him? Am I going to throw him off the team? Am I going to keep him out of practice? Whatever you do is going to hurt the team anyway.
Right.
You know, so.
But you got to send a message, though.
Actually, absolutely. But you know, Diana did a great job. 37-5 in 2 years. Inherited a house. Let's face it. I mean, when she took over, it's not a team like, you know, that she recruited.
No.
You know, she came into a good situation and she just made it great. You know. But hey, now you start planning for next year. I know coaches, the last minute of the game, you lose your last game, or you win your last game, or whatever it is, and you go into the locker room, you go home and you start planning for next year.
And I give the guys March and April off, and then we'll start up in May.
Summer?
We got 2 summer programs, one at Pope John, one in Marblehead. We'll have a fall program at Lynn Tech, and with Coach Riz now as a teacher, we'll have the guys in the weight room trying to get 2 to 3 days a week.
Great. A lot of these guys are joining these gyms for $10 a month. You know, I know a lot of the freshman kids. There's 6 of them that go over there now. I don't know what Ben's lifting. Maybe, you know, he says I threw 90 pounds up. You know, I said, well, that's great. You know, but at least they're making the effort to get bigger because they're a bunch of.
Like I said, we got some really good freshmen and sophomores, and so we're going to build on that.
Yeah, I think you have to. You know, and sometimes you have to sink a little bit for a year before you can do it. But that's something that you have to figure out. But. It's over. The run is over, but their lives aren't over. Their careers aren't over. Morgan's going to have a great career up at St. Mike's. There's no way she.
Marissa Parent, I think she can play anywhere. She can play any Division III.
I think she's going to Framingham State to play soccer. You know,
she's the type of girl that just unzips her chest and throws her heart out. She plays hard every.
I'm going to call the athletic director. He's not a friend of mine, but an acquaintance. I'm going to tell him to get his basketball coach to take a look at it if he hasn't already. Yeah. You know, because she can play anywhere.
Yep.
You know, she hurt her ankle. She got hit in the mouth. She got her teeth
she's
hit
a tough
the other day.
little kid.
Oh yeah, she is a tough little kid. Yeah. But thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey, thank you.
You know,
thank you guys for doing our games. I appreciate it. I really do.
Wait till next year. We're gonna we'll do a lot more.
We're gonna do a full slate.
Yep. It looks like more and more people will. You know, as long as we have a camera crew, we'll be here. I'll be here.
You know,
that's great. And I appreciate it.
Thanks, Rick.
Hey, have a nice weekend.
Take care, man. You too.
Thank you.
Okay, we're here with assistant coach of the girls basketball team, Ben Murphy. Ben, you know, words can't describe what these girls did for this city this year, and I'm sure that the Kleenex was being passed out in that locker room.
Yeah, it definitely was. I actually had to step back out because I was kind of getting a little emotional myself. Being an assistant coach with this team, I learned a lot about the game this year from these girls. They really know how to make a program run, and as I always like to tell everybody who doesn't know, they're better people than they are basketball players, and they're pretty good basketball players. So that should tell you the quality of the individuals we have on this squad.
We've been saying it about them from day one.
I've been very proud. I know Coach D is proud as well of all our efforts. We've been saying all year that success is a byproduct of our work, and just because you don't win doesn't mean you're not a successful team. We have a team that was undefeated in the regular season, made a lot of history, and a lot of people rallied around that. As you saw today, the stands were packed, and the community was very supportive of all our efforts. And I can't thank them enough. It's been a great thing to be a part of this team.
Oh yeah.
It's trickled down because these girls are so great in the community and everything else. We both have daughters that are in the, and me and Peter have said this probably 8 times in the last couple of days that, the work that our daughters are putting in, trying to get to the high school to play for Coach DeCristoforo. We're probably spending more time in the gym now than we ever have. So, to ensure that her program is going to keep going on.
It's impressive to see. I mean, we see the younger girls out at our games. They stop by our practices. They're always, they're always doing their thing, and we know that we got a group of girls coming in next year, and years after that, we built a program that hopefully is sustainable for quite a long time, so we can have success for a while.
And she's done a great job at that.
The season ends, but the rest of their life begins, and they're going to have great ones.
Yeah, and they're all very tight knit group of kids, and they're all good kids, and I'm proud of them. Like I said, I'm real proud to be a part of this team.
Well, thanks for coming out. We know it's hard to come out.
Thank you.
Now it's time for the girls.
Yes, I will move out and get the more important people in here.
We got 4 of our seniors and the head coach. Melissa Adriani, Ashley DeFreya, Marissa Parent, and Morgan Jenkins. Great players all, but more important than just they're great kids. And they're gonna make me cry. But crying isn't going to bring anything back, and you just have to put a smile on your face. I've been to the NCAA tournament. We were 22-3. We played a team that was in last place, and we lost at the buzzer. Let me tell you, there were tears flowing that day with guys. But you look back upon this, upon your careers at Revere High School. You're all going to have great careers and great lives as you move on. I know it's hard for you to believe right now. The city loves you. We thank you for all that you did for us this year. What do you guys think? I know it's disappointment, Melissa. I don't know, it's hard to put in words, but you're going to remember this for the rest of your life.
I mean, as upset as we are, I think we've played an awesome season and we have nothing to hang our heads about. We're more upset that it's over and that high school is going to be over soon. Basketball, this was just an amazing season, and we're just sad that it's over, but we know that we left everything out there and that we played the best that we could.
You did. You left everything you had on the court. That was a bigger team, and what they did was they executed down the stretch. That's what they did. But to get 3 blocks in 5 seconds in the last game of your high school career, that's unbelievable.
They have 1,000 blocks.
We've showered you with praise, and you were worthy of every word that we said for you guys. My daughters idolize you. The town has embraced you. And Kathy Reinstein said, "You guys are going to the State House." And see the governor and see Bob DeLeo, and because Revere is a great place to live and grow up, and we embrace the people that live here, and you are embraceable, believe me, very embraceable. Coach, what do you think? Give her a microphone. What are your reflections here?
Well, obviously, I can't really say enough about how intense we were on the court tonight. We came up on the wrong end of the scoreboard, but I really can't say enough about these 4 and our entire team and their character and the type of people that they are. Coming to practice every day and having them stare me in the face was, wanting to get better every single day, challenging me to be a better coach every single day. So I couldn't be happier for them as they go off and, have this as a memory. So I told them in the locker room that, they probably won't remember many games when they get much older, but they will remember the relationships that they've formed, as kids. So,
right now you remember the bad game,
Right, that's the last thing that you will remember. When
there were 21 good ones during the season.
Yep.
And like we said, Mike and I said, the sun's coming up tomorrow, and we're all healthy and
right.
beautiful.
They're disappointed we're all disappointed that there won't be, at 8 o'clock practice tomorrow morning at the Lincoln School. However,
you could meet there for baseball.
I already told Gina I'm picking up.
And that's exactly what you guys will do for the next 20 years, is that you guys will be, the class that I grew up with, that 88 class, Patrice, Diane, they go out all the time together, and you guys will, I'm sure, because of the run that you had, continue to be friends for a very long time.
And someday, maybe in the near future, there's going to be another team that makes a run, and you guys will be coming back. Those girls came back. And maybe we'll have another 1,000 points scored, and you'll come back to see it.
Well, we challenged, everyone was challenged to live in every single moment. Good, bad, and ugly. They were challenged to be at their very best every single time they were with this team, whether it was on the court or off of it. And, and I can honestly say that they lived, people talk about living in the moment, and, it's not really concrete, But if anyone did it, this group of young ladies was able to really enjoy one another and play really hard when they got out on the court, and I couldn't be happier, for our success this year.
It's toughest for the seniors because you're not going to be here anymore, but you have left a legacy that's going to keep rebuilding this team because kids love to play basketball. Little girls love to play basketball in this city. They're all walking around with all your shirts and all your stuff and walking like you and talking like you and idolizing you. And look, they can't take their eyes off you. You guys were rock stars and you continue to be. And I look forward to seeing you at graduation. I look forward to seeing some of you on my track team. Most importantly, I look forward to seeing you come back as you're in college and Thanksgiving game and all those kind of things because I enjoy seeing those kids. I had you all when you were little. You're not little anymore. And just the fact that you guys came out to talk to this shows how much class you have. And Diana, you more than anyone.
Well, thank you.
How many teachers were here tonight? I'm not teachers. How many coaches? 14 coaches from other sports were here to watch you on a Saturday night. A lot of young kids that could have been out with their girlfriends, out at dinner or whatever. They were here watching you. You captivated this city.
A couple of seniors and get them.
Okay, let's get Cassandra Zullo and Katie Prince in here. Come on. Come on. Let's go.
We're going to tell them it's Cat.
It's Cat.
Huh? Cat Prince. I call her Katie. I call Katie Carmelo Katie. She hates it. Okay? We got our last two seniors here, Cassandra Zullo, Cat Prince. When you sit on the bench, it's hard to stay motivated, but every time these kids came in, when I forget who got hurt against Lynn English, Cat got off the bench and made one of the times you got hurt, your teeth got knocked out, your leg got bent back.
Nosebleed.
Cat Prince came in and made one of two, and that contributed towards the win. So, girls, we're just talking about what rock stars you guys have been in the city for the last few weeks to these little kids. They want to be you, they want to be like you, and it must be a good feeling to do that. What was it like being on a team like this?
It was an amazing experience. The girls just made it. It was so close, like a family. That's the hottest thing.
It made my senior year unforgettable too. This basketball season.
You've set a standard for these young kids, and we know you'll be back to support the teams in the future.
You got great experience. You got some softball players here, right?
Yeah. They're all athletes.
Take a shot at a state title next year. We're playing soccer in college, basketball in college. It's just there's so many more big moments for you girls after this. It's not.
I don't think anything
the last
will
one.
compare to this.
Okay. Well, take a look. Take a look at these girls. Make an imprint in your mind because this is what you want your daughters to grow up to be. In Revere. Right here. This is what my daughter's right there. If she grows up like any one of you, I'll be thrilled. Because right now she needs a beat. But thank you very much, girls, for everything you've done all season. Lift your heads up high because you deserve to have that.
Yeah, you left it out there.
You captivated the city.
We watched the whole game.
And it's something we won't forget for a long time.
The best seats in the house, and truly, there was a lot of skin slapping on that floor because you guys you laid it out. Thank you. I enjoyed
Thanks for being
every
here.
minute.
We love you. It's Revere love. Okay, we're back to wrap it up. Wrap up the season. Wrap up our first year as the commentators for Revere Athletics.
Yeah, Peter. It's been a great experience. The more and more games that we did, the more and more comfortable that we got. We hope we provided some insight into the game, from what we were seeing from the vantage points, and we've had great feedback. So this is good.
Yeah, I think it's good, and I think Bob, who runs the show, might consider having us back for different, maybe even in a different vein. Yep. But we want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all the good. Thanks for all the good comments that we've had. Yep. And we're gonna be back. Thank you very much, Revere. It's a great place to live. It's a great place to bring up your kids, and
we hope you enjoyed the run that the girls provided for us, because I certainly enjoyed it, and I know Coach DeGiulio did.
Be proud of your town. Be proud of your family. Stay safe.
Be good.
Good night.
Good night.